Here's the Yom Yom for today and for Shabbat tomorrow from the Tzemach Tzedek. He answered someone's question that came in for a private audience. It's called Yechidut. Came in, Yechidus. It says there's a sentence that says, where's the sentence? One second, where's the sentence here? It says in Isaiah. It says, Yazov Rasha Darko, the evil man should leave his path. The Ish Oven Machshavosov, and every person the sins of his thoughts. Now, the word oven is also the word own. Own means power, strength. So a person should leave his bad ways, and also an evil person should leave his bad ways, and every man should leave the power of his thoughts. What does that mean? Oven, sin, the word oven is spelled the same thing. The word sin is spelled the same thing as own, which means power. Just as it is necessary that a wicked person should leave his path, stop doing bad deeds, words, thoughts, because without tshuva, you can't really come close to God. You can't really come close to God if you're still doing and saying and thinking bad things. So you have to leave your bad thoughts and speak. Stop saying bad things and doing bad things. But that's not enough. Also, a person has to leave the power of his thoughts. This is a man of strength, one with unshakable confidence in his own thoughts and his own reasoning. You have to leave your thoughts. Don't say, this is what I say. This is what I think. This is what every time you're insisting that yourself is right, this is the source of evil. It could be that it's good, but too much egotism is that you could make it 100 proper choices and one bad choice can be the source of all evil, a cause of divisiveness. And maybe we can see the best example of this was Yerovam ben Nevat. Yerovam ben Nevat, he was chosen by God. God sent a prophet, Achi Ashiloni, to tell him to separate the Jewish kingdom. After King Solomon died, he said there's going to be two kingdoms. The people are not happy with King Solomon's son. He was a holy person. He knew the Torah. He did commandments. He did everything. It was wonderful. But he was an egotist. He was what's called a Baal Gaiva. And he couldn't bear to be number two. And he thought maybe people are going to go down to the Holy Temple, which was in the area of King Solomon's son's kingdom, the other kingdom. And just because of that, he made one bad decision that I'm going to do whatever I can to keep the Jews from going down to the Holy Temple. And that was it. He made, but all he did, all of his thoughts were perfect, 100%. And he made right decisions, split decisions that he was fitting to be a king. And God said he was fitting to be a king. It's not easy to be a king. You have to make proper decisions on even the smallest things, one after the other. A constant day of making, important decisions. And he only made one decision. He refused to admit that he was wrong. And it threw the whole 10 tribes into idolatry. So it shows that as perfect as you are and as wonderful as you are, don't be so sure of your perfection. Take advice from others. Okay, that was yesterday. That was today. What about tomorrow? Tomorrow is Shabbat. Man's life is dependent on the air around him. Without air, you can't live. The quality of your life is also dependent on the quality of air. You learn in a place where the air is, defiled, impure. In an atmosphere of Torah and the commandments, there's healthy life. In a godless environment, life is sick. And a person is always threatened with the possibility of being sick with all sorts of diseases, even contagious diseases. The first general step in healing is to purify the air. Purifying the air is the job of every single Jew that knows anything about Torah and Torah literature. And this is affected through the letters of the Torah. Say words of Torah. Say words of Torah while you're in your store, while you're walking in the street, while you're in the subway. By means of this, it cleans the air. There are some places, according to Torah, you're not allowed to say words of Torah. And a toilet is the is the biggest example. And there's other examples also you learn. But generally speaking, that doesn't take away the fact that saying words of Torah, when it's permissible to do so, it refines the air. Everyone that knows anything about Torah must have some Torah memorized, Chumash, Tehillim, Mishnah, Tanya, so that all times and all places, wherever you are, you will be able to think and say the words of the Torah.